the quantum realm. Now, this has, over the last, I would say, 2 years, but specifically the last year since Ant-Man and the Wasp, really been touted as the future of the MCU by pretty much everybody involved. So I kind of want to put this topic out there and talk to you guys and see what the fans think about where does the MCU go with the quantum realm and how big is it going to get. So how do you guys feel about this?
It goes wherever the hell it wants to go.
Right? That's kind of the consensus.
Pretty much. Like, there's no limit. They haven't like put a limit on what it can do yet, so they can literally just add in anything. So, oh yeah, people have been here in the quantum realm. They've got their powers from here. Like, it might get a bit samey that way, but oh well.
I feel like it's going to be huge in the next Avengers and primarily more in Ant-Man and possibly in Doctor Strange. But I feel like after that, it's not going to be too terribly much in a lot of the other movies because it wouldn't make sense in Spider-Man and it wouldn't make sense in some of the other movies that are coming. So I think we're going to see most of the quantum realm in the next 2 or 3 movies.
Though I I think I vaguely remember that Spider-Man has had some adventures in the quantum realm.
Yeah. But, so, I mean, from what we understand from Far From Home, that's not going to touch it at all. But looking at, like, the broader future for what's in development, like, Black Widow can't possibly deal with it.
No.
You can't have Shang-Chi, really, I don't think.
No.
Maybe Eternals to a degree, but I think Quantum Realm is ultimately the setup for, like, Fantastic Four and X-Men.
Yeah.
You know, like, so...
I wouldn't say so much X-Men, but definitely Fantastic Four. And if they do end up bringing Black Knight in, then Black Knight's here.
Yep.
No, you can pull like a Nihilus from the quantum realm.
Yep.
Make him a big cosmic villain. Like
it wouldn't surprise me also if maybe when Reed and everything is in, if they make the prison, but instead of making it, you know, how they did in the comics, they put a prison in the quantum realm so they can kind of keep them bound there out of their realities. I'm like, that could kind of work.
But if they do that, would they potentially then get the powers like Janet was able to get?
No, because contrivances of the plot.
Oh.
See?
Yeah. I say yes because that's exactly how Brie Larson's getting her powers.
Yeah. I mean...
But that was kind of like the limit thing I was talking about. Like, they haven't really established, you know, yes, you can get powers from the quantum realm, but what are these powers? Like, no two are the same, so...
And I think that's kind of the thing going forward with it. I think, like, the quantum realm could turn out to be the next big MacGuffin, where they're like, well, the quantum realm allows it, so it's like, okay, if just there's a giant quantum explosion or something that happens and it affects Earth, then they could easily be like, oh, this activated the X gene dormant in a certain amount of humans. Ta-da! You're like, oh, okay, sure, I'll take it, you know?
Well, it could be potentially like how they created the zombies universe, because that's what happened, not the quantum realm, but it was Reed sitting there and attempting to open a portal into another area and messed up, and it caused a ripple effect to create the zombies.
Right.
They could potentially use that to create different people, or to potentially wipe out inhumans and now have
why would you say that?
Well,
Shay straight with the knife to the heart.
Well,
just twists it in like,
well, because if you stop and think about it, it's like we already have inhumans, but now we're going to get ready to have at the
we
same
have
time.
an inhuman. We have the one.
True. No, we have a couple, because S.H.I.E.L.D. has been, like, harboring them, and then other companies have been hiding them in boxes. But we're soon going to have mutants, because in the next 5 or plus years, we're going to start having the X-Men. So it's going to be like, well, how many percentage of people are actually people now compared to having some sort of superpower? They have to sit there and either limit the people who are going to have mutations or figure out a way to dumb down how many people are inhumans. Because you can't sit there and have a third of the population be human, a third be this, a third be that, because it would be way too much.
Well, I think also, like, the quantum realm, not only can it, like, do the whole power thing and everything, it can enable us to, by the sound of it, do whatever the hell they want. So they could be like, let's just go here, or let's go do this. Like, it can open us up to, like, you know, the whole multiverse concept. So they could one-off movies in some way. And a large part of me thinks, like, if they introduce the current Deadpool, because it seems like they want to keep him around at least for the MCU, like Quantum Realm and some sort of time bullcrap that they could toss together could be explained that way, you know? Like,
so instead of having his little watch that he stole from Cable, he's going to have a quantum realm thing instead.
The watch gets hit with quantum energy. There you go.
And that's how he's able
there you go. Like,
jumping from.
And I think, like, honestly, I think they're setting up the quantum realm so it allows them the freedom so they don't have to overthink anything, you know? Like,
yeah, definitely. Yeah. 'Cause after like 10 years of trying to meticulously put together a timeline just for Sony to walk in and be like, oh yeah, here's a muck up in the timeline.
Yeah, here's 8 years after Avengers for Homecoming. They're like, ooh. And we just watched Homecoming last night, and that always bugs me so much.
So it's so distracting. It takes me right out of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, just give yourself a bit of freedom going forward. You know, still have like everything connected, but just like don't worry about it that much.
Well, it's also like, we know going into phase 1, they kind of had an idea, but they didn't have a correct end goal, like that they wanted to necessarily get to Infinity War. That informed to Avengers was a huge success. So you see some of these ripples in there where originally, you know, the Tesseract wasn't supposed to be one of the Infinity Gems. Like, that was never the intent. And then they're like, well, we can just kind of make it an Infinity Gem. And it kind of rolled into that. So this time, it kind of allows them to not have that sort of pressure on them, so they can kind of take a little bit of liberties and maybe plan something out far ahead or far behind, you know, and click it all together.
So the quantum realm's just the newer Wizard did it. Right.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to end up being like. As long as they don't overuse it and just like every excuse is the quantum realm, like, it's fine. No.
How is this person alive? Quantum realm.
Quantum realm. But like you saying about bringing Deadpool in through this, like, as long as you kind of say, "Oh yeah, that universe exploded and that's how I ended up here," like, fine. Like, just get rid of that entirely.
Like, they literally find him in that quantum city. He's like, "Oh, thank God! I just want to get out of here." All right, come join us. And he's like, "Well, okay."
I've been here since Once Upon a Deadpool.
Oh.
I can see them doing something like that because it would make sense. And that would be a really good way to kill off the universe that is already currently established with
Don't worry,
X-Men.
Dark Phoenix is going to do that.
Okay, well, we know that.
That's if Dark Phoenix comes out.
But it's a good way to kind of bring him in. And I feel they're going to kind of wash down, when they do bring him in, they're going to wash down his fourth wall breaking like they did
I kind of hope so.
2. Because in 2, he definitely did it, but a lot less. And I feel like that's what he's going to do. Like, maybe the quantum realm is going to be the reason why he's unable to break that fourth wall. And
I think, like, they'll have to adjust them. So the quantum realm, I think they could use it to be, like, just whatever. Just do whatever with it. And honestly, that's kind of what I want. Like, free yourself up a little bit from a, you know, like, setup of the giant phases. Kind of go out there and go a little bit insane, you know?
It also gives them room, like, if Ryan Reynolds takes the piss and he wants too much control of the franchise, like, just get rid of Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, and we know Disney ain't playing with giving people...
The quantum realm just changed his face, and, like, you have a Ryan Reynolds mask on or something, but like the Hugh Jackman one.
Yeah, right? Yep. Well, that is the thing, like, when you look about, like, how Disney treats the directors, you get in there, and you're essentially semi on rails until they get trust in you, like the Russo brothers. So, you know, it's like if Ryan Reynolds keeps demanding as much control as he wanted for Deadpool 2, which is why that movie's inferior to the first one, you know, that could be a problem with Disney. They're not going to allow that. They'll be like, dude, what Deadpool sells. Deadpool's always sold, you know, so, like, it'll happen.
Chat, just quickly, the quantum realm wouldn't be a Deus Ex Machina because it's already been set up.
Yeah,
like, you know, it just came out of nowhere, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this." So, you know, as long as it's introduced in the story in some capacity.
That's what I don't get with people being like, "I don't want to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp 2," or "It's a pointless movie." I was like, "What?"
So you're gonna need to watch it. Like you probably won't need to, but you'll get.
It's a crucial movie to the build-up because it does explain the quantum realm and some of its craziness to a small degree.
Yeah, Ant-Man, it's really surprising how people are not going to see Ant-Man and the Wasp and then go straight into Endgame, and they're going to be like, what's happening? Be like, did you see this movie? No, I didn't think I needed to. Well, you're wrong.
Bad news for you.
Like, it's definitely going to be interesting what the quantum realm does with Endgame, and then if they decide to just leave it in Endgame, or are they going to continue using the quantum realm?
I think it's too big to leave. Like, once you introduce that, you're like, it's too big, you know?
Yeah. I think it's how you say, Shay. They're not, it's not going to be for every movie. It's going to be like just here and there in a place that it can fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which
it's like,
Doctor
like,
Strange.
let's not shoehorn it into Shang-Chi or something like that. You know, but Doctor Strange, it works fine. Other ones, maybe Eternals, you could get away with it, kind of, possibly.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we'll talk about Eternals at the end of this show, so stay tuned. See? Yeah, so, yeah, that was our Quantum Realm talk.